I don't know if you've seen this. Even the famous royal wedding kiss got upstaged by the little flower girl. It's such a cute picture. Look at her.
It's the cutest thing
Isn't that
I've ever
adorable?
seen. She's so cute.
And incredible, with all the months of planning that went into that royal wedding and how seamless it was and how perfect it was, they have still come up with one of the most awkward wedding photos of all time. Have you seen this picture?
No.
This is genuine. It's genuine. She went down to see something with a child or something. Now listen, I want to talk about the whole kind of fan thing. So logistically, the two of you, how hard was it doing any of the location shooting?
Location shooting?
Like when you're out and about, so the fans and the paparazzi can be there and trying to get anything done, or did you keep it
people
quiet?
were at a pretty safe distance. I mean, they're pretty far away. Yeah, I mean, just the only part that's disorienting about it is like you're trying to pretend you're in 1930, and then like people are like taking iPhone videos of you, and it sort of doesn't make you focus very well.
Because reading about the two of you, your fans seem very like your fans. Really sweet, and they kind of take a real interest in your life. That they come up to you, and it's sweet. They talk to you like they know you.
Yes, they give me love advice. They give me, yeah.
No, it's
Like what?
Which sometimes works out and sometimes doesn't.
But they all like your new husband, don't they?
They do, yes. I get a lot of response from people on the street. I met a guy named George yesterday. He really likes my new husband. He's never met him. But he's like, I like this guy. This guy's the guy for you. I'm not even kidding.
But that is kind of adorable.
It's very endearing.
That people care about you.
They're somehow invested in my personal life.
Yeah.
It's just nice.
Yeah. Robert's fans, they seem more nuts. No offense. Because some of them are quite out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just like... I think you get it. I have a much more simplistic reaction with fans, I think. Like, it's like, it's like screaming. And so it's kind of... And so it limits it. I think you get... Because, like, when we've been doing these premieres and stuff, there's, like, an overwhelming amount of energy. And I think it's because if everyone's just trying to do the same thing, they've only got one thing to say, like, which is just screaming. But, I mean, then you can just, like, really focus all your energy together, and it's, like, it's really powerful. It's like Excalibur. Or the Captain Planet or something.
Have you ever thought of going up to a screaming girl and freaking her out by going, "Hi, what's your name?"
No, I always wanted to do a sketch for some comedy show where I'd go down, you'd be at a premiere where everybody would be screaming, and go back to this sort of dungeon place, and then you have all these fans locked up. And you go in this, like, German techno meeting and just scream at them. And then you go off and, like, Zac Efron's at the top of the stairs going in next or something. They didn't let me do it.
And oddly, this isn't the first time you guys have worked together, is it?
No.
Because it was Vanity Fair.
Yeah, we did a movie a while ago, and let's just get it out there. Rob played my son in the movie.
That's weird!
Yeah, it's weird.
Even at the time, you must have gone, what?
And then it got weirder and weirder when I found out we were supposed to play lovers in a movie. No, my girlfriend called me and said, I'm such a big fan of this Rob Pattinson. And she's like, I can't believe you worked with him. I was like, what are you talking about? I never met that guy. What are you talking about? And, okay, let me just tell you something. And she goes, he said he was in this movie, Vanity Fair, with you. And I was like, he was in Vanity Fair? Yeah, and he said he played your son. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not old enough to play his mother. And then I remembered there was a scene where I'm playing 40, and he's my 17-year-old son, and he comes to see me and basically tell me off because I abandoned him as a child, and the whole thing was so implausible. I think they cut it out of the movie.
It's nice that you remembered him.
Well, it took a while.
It's an amazing scene.
But you do credit that getting cut out of that movie then led to kind of getting the Harry Potter gig.
Yeah, because the casting director invited me to the premiere and forgot to tell me. And me and a friend of mine were both in it, and we had adjacent scenes. And then so I was sitting there waiting for our scene to go. His one came on first. And we were watching it going like, oh, yeah, that was pretty good. And I was expecting my one to be amazing, because, like, Reese is, like, weeping in it and stuff. And, like, I was like, wow, I bet it's going to be so good. Yeah, they got to my bit, and then there was literally a line where she said in the script, someone says to you, like, oh, let's go and see Roddy. and you're like, really? Should I go and do that or something? And yeah, she's like, yes, definitely do that. And then it cuts into our scene. And when I was watching the premiere, it's like, you should go and see Roddy. And like, no. I was just watching it. How does this turn around?
And Robert, until you were, I think, about 12, the idea of you growing into kind of a big heartthrob, I mean, certainly your sisters didn't see you growing into a big heartthrob.
I think they still don't. My sisters used to always say to me that if I hadn't discovered hair gel, I'd be the tall guy who all my friends got to buy alcohol for them.
But didn't your sisters used to dress you up?
I think they just used to give me a ponytail a lot. Or I used to, like, give myself one. It's strange. You'd be surprised. My sisters were very abusive.
Ponytail?
Yeah.
How long was your hair?
It wasn't very long. I had one of those little rat tails at the end. I used to put Vaseline on it.
So I think I'm being, to my son, what your sisters were to you. Because you look a bit like my son, actually. And he likes to have his nails done and his hair done and a little lipstick put in. And I take him on stage with me sometimes and he does a little song. Am I being pushy?
Shappy,
I don't know.
The cat ran away.